All right, let me just adjust that, and also gotta make the camera look a little bit better. There we go. Use the stocking, but yeah, that light is a little harsh. Let me adjust that a little bit. There we go. All right, so it's live stream time. Yeah, I got my hat on backwards. Not often I wear my hat backwards anymore, but I'm like, for the sake of it, why the heck not? Might as well, you know. Uh, but yeah, let's see if anybody shows up for this. It's the last live stream, so hopefully we can get a pretty good audience in here. You know, we got one person, and let me turn on the live chat too. So, see here, turn that on. Cool. Hey Kimbo, yo, what's going on? Hey you, I think Derek. Yeah, Derek, what's up? What's up? You, I got blocks in here. Yo, do it, take it in here. Yo, we got 7 people in here. All right, guys. So as the title shows, last live stream of 2019, and it's just crazy, man. So in this live stream, it'll be like a lot of like question, like it'll be like a Q&A type of thing. So if you guys want to ask me any questions or such that aren't the standard one, like, oh, you know, when you're gonna do a giveaway or anything like that, feel free to, you know, and I'll answer. I want to just see interesting comments from you guys, you know, and I'll answer all you guys' questions and such. And I'm just gonna start off by saying a few things, so you know, don't be upset when I answer questions for like a little bit. I just want to talk about a few things first. But yeah, so just getting into it. This year, 2019, man, what can I say? 2019 has been one of the hardest, but also one of the best years in my entire life. And you know, a lot of like hard things happened at the beginning of the year, even like towards like the end, things got kind of tough for me personally, you know, and I'll just say that you guys. But at the same time, some amazing, amazing things happened. Obviously, all the trips I was able to go on, just grinding big time, doing a lot of stuff this year. You know, I grinded at my job, so I was able to like afford going on all of the trips and such. You know what I mean? Just a lot of different things going on. And time honestly flew by so quickly, dude. Just think about all the events. Like I gotta go through and just name off all the events. When are you making a mono R-list deck? There's not enough cards to make a mono R-list deck at the current moment. Trust me, it's something that's on my palette that I want to do because it's literally the only mono deck that I have not made for Bakugan, and just gotta wait for them to put out more cards for R-list. Once they do, then you know I'm sure I won't be the only one to make one either. Everybody's got to make a mono R-list deck when there's enough cards to do so. But yeah, but anyways, just thinking about all the things that have happened this year, like all the trips, like you guys got to think about it. This was the year, the very beginning of the year was when it was so hard for me that I made Bones Koshidra and I channeled all of that, just anger, all the will, everything I had at that point. You know, I channeled it and I made Koshidra. I already had Hydra, but then channeled it and made Koshidra. But after that, things did get better. You know, got into the summer. Well, you know, like springtime, like going winter, springtime was grinding big time with things. And then going into the summer, you know, this the year that we got GT. So like around April was when, like I think it was April when we started getting some of the GT stuff. You know, that's when we got GT this year, going from Chozi to GT this year for Beyblade. And obviously Bakugan wise, just the whole entire series going throughout this year. That's just how it went for that. But then in June, going all the way down to Texas, going to the Blader Bash. It was crazy, dude. Being there with Blast Zone Kid, Illinois Kabuto MS, it was an honor, dude. And facing their custom bays. Well, you know, Blast Zone Kid not having a custom bay, but you know, Illinois Kabuto obviously having theirs and such. And then after that event, Bolto gave me his Delta, which was so wild, dude. Like he gave me the turbine from his Delta. That's what he did. You know, he gave me the turbine from it, and I'm like, there's no other bay that I can put this on besides Delta. Like I just can't. I can't do it, man. So I kept it here the whole time. You know, after that event, and then obviously all the craziness that happened with like the airport and such. I kind of missed my flight because there was a delay, so missed the crossover flight. But then stayed in a hotel in New York City for a night, and then flew back home after that. Went back to work for about a week, then went out to LA for Anime Expo, did the BNB with Mako and M Stub, stayed in the BNB, and then M Stub's friend Luke also joined us for a couple of the days, and then all the stuff that we got out there. It was so wild, dude. It was so crazy. Everything that we got out there from that event, because that was when like wave 5 and 6 were getting really released. And then after that, worked for 3 weeks. Then I went out to EST Fest. You know, I got the Double X hoodie on right now. And yeah, you know, also the bandana, you know, to rep it, and then also all of the tats that you know, I've gotten this year as well. So let's see. Let's see. I'll just show you guys them too. I mean, anybody who hasn't seen them, I'm sure you guys have probably seen them, but just take this shirt off for the sake of this. Yeah, I got my Blader gear on. But yeah, so the tats I got this year, I actually like had all these tats up here from the beginning, you know, from the beginning of the year. But I got like this row up here with like, you know, the darkest symbol, old school and new school, Varieris, Bull, Wolf. Got them all back in February, and then got these in July, actually in the time period after going out to Anime Expo and such. Got the Arliss symbol, got Kila because Murica because the Skits, Unicorno for Unicorno Stream GT, the old school Pirate symbol. But yeah, and then I just got these ones recently. But then after that, going out to EST Fest, that being absolutely crazy. And then my birthday being about, I think it was like, yeah, 3 weeks after that, 3 weeks after Fest, and then getting into the fall, everything that was happening with like, you know, Resurgence starting to come out, like Age of Arliss pre-release for Bakugan, you know, all that good stuff. And then just constantly putting out videos for the entire year, and then leading up to, you know, the winter, everything now, the invitational that happened at the very end of November, and then staying with JoJo during that time period, and then having the 3 Beyblade Burst tournaments that I went to. It was just wild, dude. It was so crazy. Like that whole, like this entire year has been nuts, and it's a lot of things that I was like doing with that, like I was able to do this year. And you guys are a reason why I was able to do that. You know, obviously me grinding and such, working my job and stuff, but also just grinding and, you know, like being able to meet you guys, and just you guys helped out so much with everything. And I just want to say thanks so much, man. Like I just want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for everything. It's been absolutely crazy this year has, and even with all the hard points, there were amazing points, and you guys honestly kept me sane, because like it was hard. Like a lot of things were hard. There are things like I'm a prideful person, and there's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes that people don't realize, and things have happened for me a lot this year. And even despite that and the hardships and such, there were amazing moments, and you guys made those moments that much more special. And I just want to say thank y'all so much for everything. But yeah, and also this is the last video that I'm going to be using these gloves for. I'm going to try and make, I'm actually going to record after this, but I'm going to try and make the final tournament for the Skits, you know, before the actual final battle starts. I'm going to try to get that out today. I'm going to try to record it, and I'm going to try to get it out today. If not, it'll be out tomorrow and all that good stuff. But yeah, and also, you know, I'm sure you guys know about everything with like the whole COVID situation and such. You know, not sure how everything's gonna go with it, but regardless, you know, one thing I've said is I've never done it for the money or anything, and it helps. You know, it does. I'll say that it definitely helps. It's made it where I've been able to like go on trips and do things like this, even despite how much I grinded. You know, it has helped out big time, but it's never been about that. And it's like, even if I get hard from it, regardless, I'm still gonna be here making the videos for you guys, making the content, because it's about spreading the love and the joy, and just showing off, like, you know, what I really love to do, and that's like Beyblade and Bakugan and such. And I'm honored that so many people even tune in. I always have made my videos as if 2 people are watching, and just somehow, some way, like, you know, it leaves like 12 people being in a stream like right now, or like, you know, hundreds of people watching videos or such. And I'm just so honored about that. You guys are the absolute best. And I guess what we call ourselves, like, what would you call yourselves, like the Kimbo Army or something like that? The Kimbo Army, the Kimboys, the Kimboys. Oh my gosh, the Kimboys. I don't know, like something like that. But regardless, like just the fact that so many people watch the videos and everything, it means the world, dude. And you guys are the absolute best. And that's just one thing I'm saying. And I'm just being real with you. You guys know I'm a real dude, and just so thankful for everything. And regardless of what happens, it might be harder for me to go on the trips and such next year. It'll all show, like, I mean, it'll just, we don't know how things are going to go. You know what I mean? Nobody knows how exactly things are going to go with this whole situation. And it starts obviously tomorrow. But regardless, I might have to grind that much harder. It might be a bit tougher, but regardless, I'm still gonna be here making the videos for you guys and doing what I love to do. Even if I don't get much in return for it, it's all good, because I love what I do, and we're not gonna just leave it where, like, skits don't get done. A lot of videos don't get done or anything like that. Like, I'm gonna go, that's how it is. I'm making videos until I run out of ideas up here. And I'm an artist, so I have so many ideas up here. You guys already know. I've got 4.8K videos on my channel, you guys, And this decade's where I started my channel, Holy crap. Yo, Willie donated $2. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much, man. But yeah, like I said, worst case scenario, I'll just I've got I've got a Patreon, I've got my PayPal, and I've got like a PayPal.me link. If anybody wants to try and help out or such. Like I said, time will tell with things, but regardless, I'm gonna be making the content for you guys, and just hoping I could go on as many trips as I possibly can this next year, because obviously all the Bakugan events that they have, I want to try and make them, but I also have to save up in order to go to them. That's how it goes for any event, you know what I mean? Whether that be like somebody set up a big tournament or such, somewhere where they live or something, that's how I go. I have to save up for all those events, and but yeah, hey Kimbo, try making skits. Caesar, I've been putting out skits all day, and I'm gonna try to make some, like, the last tournament skit. Like, it's the biggest one, the biggest tournament out of these most recent tournaments. It's the final one that I've been building for. But I'm gonna try to get it out today. I'm gonna try to film it. I'm gonna film it after this stream actually, and try to get it out today. If worst case, I'll just put it out tomorrow. But the plan is to go to 100 episodes, and the 100th episode to be the final episode of the 0G skits, and then obviously going on to the burst skits. But with that being said, appreciate the MFB content right now, because obviously after these skits end, I'm just saying this right now, after these skits end, I'm pretty much, there's nothing left for me to prove with the Metal Fight Beyblade. So it'll be that point where people will be like, oh my gosh, Kimbo, do more MFB or things like that. You guys got to realize I've been doing this for 7.5 years, and I started with Metal Fight Beyblade. Most big YouTubers don't do Metal Fight Beyblade anymore, and I've been sticking around doing it every year. And the only things I have left is the skits, and that's one thing I've said when I started the skits series. The skits are what's really left for Metal Fight Beyblade, and I'll be showing I will be showing my MFB collection afterwards, you know what I mean? But it's gonna be a crazy thing, and especially this finale. One thing I want to do, especially with this finale, I know people are still sleeping on the skits and such, but the finale is gonna wake a lot of people up. A lot of people, the finale is gonna wake a lot of people up. Yo, my boy True Anime Fan, what's up, Kizzle? And speaking of that, Kizzle knows. I talked to him about the whole long-term process for the skits, and I've told him, I'm when it comes time for the finale, I'm gonna drop draws, drop jaws, yeah, Jeepers, wow, tongue twisted, but I'm gonna drop jaws with this, and people are gonna be really, really shocked. It's gonna be wild, man. But just enjoy the MFB content while it's here, because it won't be here forever, and then I'll just be going straight into burst. Because when I start the burst skits, it's probably gonna be just straight burst content from there on in. With maybe a little bit of MFB stuff. I have one thing planned, for MFB after, and it's one series, and that's the only series I'm gonna do. But yeah, just saying. But yeah. Let's see, Kimbo, what's your favorite pre-hybrid Beyblade? Dude, the pre-hybrid wheel system was so cool, and there's so many bays I like from it. I don't know if I'd have a full-out favorite. If I had to pick top 3, I'd say probably Libra, Virgo, because pre-hybrid Virgo is really, really cool, and Gemio. So those would probably be my top 3. So yeah, let's see. I love all your skits, but I'm a new fan, so I'm still watching your old skits. That's all good. I mean, the skits will be here, when I was putting them out. I'm just saying they'll always be here and such, and the content's there. And anybody who doesn't know what the skits are, I'll explain this one more time. A lot of people know. Holy crap, William donated $5. Dude, I'm shook. I'm totally shook, dude. Thank you so much. You guys are crazy. Oh my gosh. I'm not used to just getting gifts that often, you know what I mean? Because I just like work for the majority of the stuff I get, and even everybody that's helped me out with things this year, like Deep Lake helping me over the summer and such, and just everybody who's helped me out, like whether it's people that donate or anything, like thank you so much because it means a ton. I'm not used to getting things, that's why I'm always like so shocked whenever it happens, you know what I mean? But yeah, dude, I'd just be shook. Matt, just imagine Beast donating the stream, dude. I'd bawl. I would freaking cry. Like, hey, I totally would. Koshidra almost out of the woods, Kimbo. Kolshidra's being saved for the burst skits, guys. Until those spines break off of Kolshidra, it's not going to be used. But you'll be seeing it in the burst skits. So I know people are waiting to see Kolshidra. People are eager to see Kolshidra. You'll see it once it comes time for the skits, trust me, until then, but it's not going to be used until then, so that'll answer the question for anybody that's wondering about Kolshidra. The next time you see Kolshidra will be the burst skits, and I'll just say that right now. And after those spines break off and such, then it'll start leaving the woods and such. If there are any events around that time period when it happens, you know what I mean? Like, totally. You know what I mean? Because I know a lot of people are just like there's a big target on it. It's like, it's literally base that I just put my heart and soul into, and then it's like, I got everybody's attention. Like, it's the target of a lot of people, like Kolshidra, Leonis, Hydra, all of them, just because like I own them and I'm really popular, which I'm totally honored about that, for sure. But so I'm just excited to be doing battles, man. Like, win or lose with them, you already know. But yeah, anyways, it's been an absolutely nuts year, man. So much has happened, and you guys don't realize it. A lot of content's gone out this year. Like, I mean, this year I went from 44K at the beginning of this year. I'm up to 61 now. So that means you do the math. That's wild, dude. 17K people join the Kimboy army, I guess. Like, join the Kimboys. Like, 17,000 people become Kimboys, and I'm just, dude, even think about that, I want to tear up. That's wild. I just want to say thank you all so much for allowing this to happen, to like get me to this point. You know what I mean? Like I said, my ultimate goal has always been 100K. Next year, with everything that's being implemented, we're all going in the dark. We don't know how it's gonna go, but all I know is like I do like Bakugan Pro content. My channel's always been focused like 13 and older. It's always been like PG-13. You know what I mean? So yeah, like anybody could watch it, but it's focused mainly for people that are like teenagers up. That's what it's always been. But yeah, I know some young people might watch the videos and such, but it's what it's always been the focus of, is like that older demographic and such, and just being myself and being able to be a goof and also help anybody out there that's been struggling and such, you know what I mean? But yeah, so like I said, no matter what happens, I'm still going to be here making the videos and stuff. It might be way harder for me this next year. Who knows? Time will tell with how things go. But regardless, I'll still be here making the content for you guys because I love y'all. And it's like I said, this is what keeps me sane. And it's going to be a crazy year, 2020 is for sure. But yeah, and like I said, just enjoy the Zero-G skits while they're here, because like burst skits will be coming 2020. They'll be here, and they should be, I'm thinking I'll probably be started with them by the time the next season of burst starts. And I know somebody was asking, like maybe some other people were asking my thoughts on the 5th season, or if it's going to happen. It's been confirmed by this point, because as soon as they put out that poster of it for burst 2020, that was basically confirming it. So they're just keeping us in the dark of who exactly is coming back, but it's basically, they're setting this up like Endgame. So there's going to be one more season. This is probably going to be the last season for sure for Burst, but they're ending on a crazy high note, because they're setting it up like Endgame, where all these strong characters are coming back. Maybe, just literally 2 different Ragnaroks possible, because you got Rantaro and Ranjiro both coming back. Maybe they both use Ragnarok, or they each had their own version of Ragnarok. Time will tell with it, but regardless, like, we're gonna get the next season for sure, and it's gonna be probably it's usually around April when they start. April, when it happens, so it'll be like April when we probably get the next series. But yeah, and maybe they'll start hinting at it or telling us stuff about it with probably not the next Coral. They're probably going to get the next releases, the remaining releases for GT out, and then talk about that. But yeah, let's see here. I think we'll get a season 6 with Burst, OG, and Metal. I don't know about that one, Galaxy. I'm not sure about that one. Because they're not one to tie over gens quite like that. Because if they did that, they'd have to bring back a lot of bays, and that just might be a way too much of an overhaul for it, you know, because we're getting Plastic Gen remakes already. We got Plastic Gen remakes already. We're getting MFB remakes now. So I can't see that being a thing, but they're obviously paying homage with all these like remakes of other, you know, gens and such. I remember when Show Z was going to be the last season. Geez, now we gotta, let's see, now we got GT and now this new one. Yeah, it's usually 4 seasons with each series. That's just the pattern. But they're breaking the mold with this by making a 5th, which I'm really excited about. It's gonna be great. Opinion on Master Diabolos. I love it, dude. Simple gimmick, you know, you can flip it over, switches the rotation, and it has the final survivor type of setup. Literally, Delta is so much like the new Ryuga, like that cool, badass character that like so many people like, or like was evil at first and now is like kind of an anti-hero, kind of, because yeah, you know, he's still, when you see his drum, he's like, but you can tell he's not full out evil because he's taking on Arthur right now. But yeah, so that's really, really cool to see. But yeah, am I the only one who wants Tyson, Jenga, and Vault to battle? That would be cool, but sadly it won't happen. The main way we can get that to happen is somebody makes a video like that, which, you know, I made videos with all the protagonists facing off. You know, I made that video and such. But yeah, let's see here. Kimbo, what's your opinion on the special move Regalia Big Bang? It's intense, dude. And to think that Genesis is gonna get stronger from that, like besides that, whatever Bay faces it and gets hit by that special move is probably gonna break. Like, boy, that thing is nuts. That attack is really wild. I mean, it burst a dragon, and dragon currently, I mean, besides like, well, now we don't know because Master Diabolus is there, but Dragon was the strongest because like obviously Diabolus got broken before, but then Drum beat Apocalypse, like Dragon beat Apocalypse, and then like Genesis beat Dragon with the burst, you know. So technically Gwyn's the strongest right now. Like Gwyn and Vault, I'd say, are the 2 strongest because Vault hasn't lost. He also hasn't battled that many people, but still. But yeah. Let's see here. Yo, my brother Kim, please read my message a few comments up. Let me see here. I'll look up. I'm also trying to get everybody's comments. If I don't get to your comment right away, don't be mad at me. I'm one person and I can only read so much. I can't read like 7 comments at once. But yeah. Let's see. Kimbo, I'll meet my friend Beelzebub later tomorrow again after a long time. We watch your videos for over 6 years. We grew up together in a foster home, and your videos have helped us through a lot. Thanks. We can't thank you enough. I'm glad for sure. I guess this is a time where I get like kind of emotional and just like in the feels because I'm just being real. You know, we're closing out this decade. You guys got to think about it. I started my channel the 2nd year of this decade, so 2012. That's when your boy started being a goof and uploading videos on YouTube. Well, I was just really quiet, you know, because I was in high school and I didn't really talk to anybody. And I made my channel, and I kept my channel a secret for the longest time. The first time I told somebody about my channel it was actually figured out when I was in college, because like Tasia was the first one that saw it, you know, and then we became like really good friends after that, and then like made all the awesome videos and such that happened in college, you know, before he left and all that good stuff. But he was the first one, and I kept it a secret for the longest time. And then I started implementing it into like my projects in college, and then obviously like the skit series and everything. And then more and more people started finding out about the channel, and you know, even people in my hometown, which it wasn't really till like this year when I started telling people about my channel, and then people started subbing and they're like, dude, you're amazing. Like, you've had it all this time and you haven't said anything. I'm like, yeah, because I feel like people would like just sit there and try to judge me because I'm playing the Spin Tops and Bakugan and stuff. And I'm just, you know, like, trust me, I was afraid of getting really cool like any other person, but now I know it's okay. It's all good. You could have your hobbies, you could have things you're into, and if people judge, they judge. It's whatever, but like, just keep doing what you're doing. And it's also just in those moments for everybody out there, you know. That's why I recorded so much at all these events. Like, you know, why whenever like, you know, 3D printed bay battles, got that recorded, you know, so you guys can see those moments where these bays face off. Like I said, it's about making those points of just being like, you know, this battle happened. Like, you know, like Hydra faced off against Ouroboros, or like Leonis came in and faced Ouroboros. They faced Dronzer Breaker, faced Inferno Backlash, and faced Nitro Proto, like all these different ones. Well, you know, like Hydra facing Nitro Proto, and then like Hydra facing Delta, all this stuff. You know what I mean? Like all these different battles and stuff. It's about making those moments for you guys. You can go back and look at them and such. And like I said, also making it where like you guys like can feel the love, you know, spreading the love, spreading the joy, everything. That's what this has always been about. And one thing, that's the main thing I've wanted to do with it, man. That's one thing I've always wanted to do with the channel. And you know, because I know people out there struggle. I personally struggle myself. Like, you know, I've had family issues and such, a lot of family issues this year, some to the point where I had to cut off really close siblings of mine, you know, because things happened and a bunch of other things behind the scenes that I don't talk about. But like, you know, I've had my own struggles and such. I try to push them on the back burner, and even making the videos, that's what I mean when I say like it keeps me sane doing it, you know, because having all these issues and such, you know, and even like, you know, things with how just life can be. We all know how life can be, but just making the videos and such and spreading that joy, spreading that love when it's not really felt. That's the main thing, because you don't know if like one single video or like what you say can affect another person. And I've always wanted to affect people in a positive way. You know what I mean? Like just anybody who's going through any hard times or anything that's going on, hopefully somehow, some way my videos are able to help. Or just seeing me be a goof in front of you guys, in front of the camera, doing weird stuff like, you know, the skit voices, what I can do all the time, or, you know, just making the skit voices like bull and all that good stuff. And yes, this is real. You can tell there's no voice changer here. It's my real voice. I just act, you know, like I acted in college and I could actually like kind of act, you know. I don't know if I'd ever be a voice actor for a show or a series, but if like literally Hasbro or, or like, you know, Hasbro or Spin Master ever got a hold of me or something, I'd freak out a lot, like a freaking lot. I'd like you to get 100K. If I ever do, I'll freak out, like legit. You already know. Do a burst skit. Kimberly, I explained this whole thing before. You know, when people say that, I'm just like, I've explained it. You know, enjoy the metal series, because then when I finish it, people will be like, oh man, no more metal days or anything like that, and I'll be like, I've been making them for a long time, and now it's over, and now people are seeing it, you know what I mean? So just enjoy it while it's coming, because literally January is gonna be the last month where I'm doing the skits, and it's gonna finish. You know, I'm gonna finish this series in January, hands down. It's gonna be done by the end of January, and it'll probably be a little bit of time before I get into the burst skits, because then I have to get everything arranged and such, and also all the new releases, because, you know, like Master Diabolos and Random Booster 18 both came out, and you know I'm gonna get those and do videos on those, and a lot of team battles and all that good stuff, like per usual, the whole pattern. But yeah, Bones, Koshidra, and Leonis, they're resting. Kimberly, hey Kimbo, what's your favorite Bakugan from the old series and the reboot? From the old series, my favorite Bakugan in ball form, Helios MK2. And I will say my close second, probably, it's grown on me a lot, especially having the ball form for it, Volt Elazoid. That thing is really freaking cool. Like for real. You like, that was the Tentaclear that was like the darkest Tentaclear, like the Gandalian Invaders version of Tentaclear, and it was really, really cool. But yeah, Damien MFB didn't get a lot of showtime. You're not wrong. But yeah, what are your favorite Bakugan of Armored Alliance? I haven't seen too many of them so far, honestly, but I like Feral a lot. It's pretty dang cool. And also like the brawler for it, like it's just so sick. Okay, I can't get into like the I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, at least for a little bit until the series starts really, really showing. I'm not gonna say much about it. But yeah, so probably be tomorrow, maybe like probably next week they'll probably start showing the first episodes of it. But yeah, let's see. Hey Kimbo, my friend is a big fan. Do you mind screaming Anthony from Caesar? Well, Anthony from Caesar, yeah. Well, I won't yell it like crazy loud, because then my parents will be like, "What the heck are you doing? What do you know? What's going on?" But yeah, let's see here. Do you want a Krabby Patty from me, King SpongeBob? Yo, Krabby Patty's awesome. Yo, I Krabby Patties. Don't just Squidward. Yeah. But let's see here. Happy New Year, yo, Bakugan Argentina. Thanks so much. Here currently, the time is it's 7:30 at night. So it's not the new year yet. In about 4 hours, 4.5 hours, it'll be the new year. And also I'm trying to record these skits and trying to get them edited and such before the new year. If not, worst case, I'll just put them out tomorrow. When I like, you know, later on, I'll probably film some more skits as well. Like, you know, I'm going with this series big time. January, it's gonna be finished. Like, it's gonna happen. You guys have seen all the skits I put out over the last week. I put out a lot, and I'm trying to get this finished before probably mid-January or end January. Like, hands down, before the end of January, it's done. But it might be even before the middle of January where it's completely done. But all I gotta say is I kept some things for the finale that are gonna have you guys shook. If you've watched the series and you know at least a decent amount about it, you'll be shook from it. But yeah. Um, let's see here. Julianus Clostridia Hydra will be appearing in my comic. Yo, Turbo, for real? That's sick. I'm honored, man, for sure. But let's see here. Did you hit by a snow squall earlier? Like, did I get hit by a snow? Not at all. Like, that would suck because then I'd be really, really cold. But yeah, you're the best, man. Yo, Caesar, you're awesome, man. What's the coolest burst special move in your opinion? To me, it's dead gravity. That is hard, dude. Honestly, Fi with his Phoenix with the dang it, what was it? Dread Cannon Crush. That was pretty sick. That was a sick one. But Apocalypse going down around is pretty wild too. The Requiem Whip. There's so many cool ones, dude. Like Turbo Spryzen Whip, Requiem Whip. Um, there's just so many sick moves. Like the Lost Spiral that Longinus had, or the Metal Dragon Crush. Like there's so many sick moves, dude. And of course the Nothing Breaker, Absorb Break. Dude, it's so hard to decide even like what the coolest one is. And Regalia Big Bang looks really, really sick. Like that's a final boss move for sure. Did you hear about the fake Beyblades? I did. And the main thing for it is like I said like before, like the whole like big Beyblade thing, like I might have gotten in my zone and just been like, oh man, like this Bey's really, really sick. But don't get the fakes, they're not a good alternative because like they have lead in them and such, and it's about your guys' safety, you know what I mean? With this, it's our own personal collections and such, but don't get the off-brand stuff, especially because it's been confirmed they have like the lead and such in them. I know it's hard for some people to just save up and get the authentic stuff because but yeah, do a lead test. Kimberly, I'm not gonna get into that whole thing. I mean, Kivo and Zanky have already like done that and such, and I'm not one that gets in drama or anything. I support everybody in the community and such. That's how I always bet. I support Drago, Zanky, LT, BBG, JoJo, Left Burst, Goob, Kivo, Illinois, Bulto. So many people. I support everyone. That's just who I am. You know what I mean? I support every single person because I'm not about drama or anything like that. I'm about spreading the love and such. And I met like the majority of them, and it's just so sick. And I'm honored about that, because it's about making these moments. It's about being positive and such. It's about spreading the love and spreading the joy because we're all here, we're all bladers. How can you afford all of your Bakugan and also Beyblades? Because I work a lot. That's why I'm not online as much or anything like that. And the majority of the times when I put out videos for you guys on the daily, a lot of the days I'm at work. Honestly, I'm like at work, I'm working my job, but I had to schedule them to go out. So I'm usually playing double duty. So I'm usually in my job, working my job, but at the same time, while I'm working my job and such, I'm also putting out the video and the contents for you guys. I put out a lot. I do a lot, man. New decade, who this? Yo, what's up, Illinois? That's my boy. And also speaking of it, Illinois seen me personally just like sit there and make a bunch of content, like at like the Blader Bash and such all the time when I was recording. He's seen it personally. He saw it at the Bakugan Invitational. Whenever I go to these events or such, I record a lot. I put out a lot of content for you guys, and even to the point where I lose a bunch of sleep sometimes. So if it's like, Kimbo, you look tired, odds are I probably am, and I'm just really, really hyped because I just got that hype energy, and I try to keep it up the most that I can. But odds are I'm probably really, really tired. But yeah, Kim's always recording. When I say I try to record as much as I possibly can, so you guys can see everything from an event, I mean it. I mean, when we went out to the Invitational, I was recording all the time out there. Illinois and I didn't get back until like 5 o'clock in the morning. Well, it was actually out there. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning, but here it was like 5 o'clock in the morning. When we got back to the hotel, I probably slept for like 4 hours, and then it was the Invitational, and then I was up filming more. I like took a shower, and then I was up filming more, made sure my tech was all charged up so I could get all the footage for you guys for the Invitational, from everything for it, and that was just that. But also all the collabs that I did with JoJo, also all of the unboxings that I did, all the Bay huntings, Bakugan huntings, and then all the footage from the tournaments out there. Record a lot. So yeah, and I work a lot too, and that's how I'm able to like get things. So it's like I said, this helps me out a lot with this. So it might be harder for me next year, depending on how things go. But if things are okay, shouldn't be something to really, really worry about. I'll still be grinding and working big time because that's what I always do. But yeah, time will tell. with it. It's really awesome how much effort you put in your videos with all that content. I'm not surprised that you got 4,800 videos. Yeah, for sure. Bakugan Argentina. I put out a ton, man. I put out a ton of content on the regular, like almost every single day this year. I put out a video. You know what I mean? I'm at 4.8K videos. This year alone, I've put out 1,000 videos at least. 1,000, maybe 1,100. I'm bonkers. I don't know, like, I guess 4.8K videos, I don't know, like, where that stands is, like, video-wise. Like, how many videos I have compared to other people, but all I know is it's a lot, and I put out a lot of content, and, it's given. I don't do it for views or anything. Like, I don't get the most views compared to a lot of their channels, and I do it because I love it. You know what I mean? And it's just an added bonus thing with it. I've always made my content as if 2 people are watching. That's how it always has been. That's how it always will be. And it'll never change. You know what I mean? That same goofy kid like the same goofy kid that started his channel all those years ago, except now I have a beard and I talk more. It's basically it. And I'm tatted now, like all the way on my arm. And also these are healed up, by the way. Like my tats, I've been like babying them too because I've had to take care of them. But they're healed. They, peeled and everything. Probably just got to put a little bit more ointment on it for like the next week, and then they'll be good. But yeah, let's see here. Hashtag get Kimbo to 100K in 2020. I'll freak out, dude. I totally will. Who would win, Damien or Masamune? Are you talking about Metal Masters Masamune or Metal Fury Masamune? Metal Masters Masamune, Damien would beat him. Metal Fury Masamune would win. That's my opinion on it, anyways. But yeah, I need help, Kimbo. What's up, Stormblast? Life is amazing. Yeah, it is for sure, man. What's my favorite song? I have a few favorite songs. Let's see. Well, this year, you want to know like the top Spotify songs? Like I listen to a lot of Spotify. My top 5 Spotify songs this year. Well, El Diablo by Machine Gun Kelly, Glass House as well. That's a really good song. Like we went in. I know some people might be on that band and such, but MGK is my boy, and I respect everybody for all their artistry and such, and all the music and such. You know what I mean? He might be my favorite rapper, but also I listen to like a lot of different people. I listen to a lot of different things. I listen to rock, I listen to hip hop, I listen to some dubstep, listen to some trap, listen to some rock. I rock out, I listen to a lot of different stuff. But yeah, that's one of my favorite songs. Go Hard or Go Home by Wiz Khalifa. That's a really good one. That one gets me hyped a lot of the time. And yeah, man, there's just so many. I'll just leave it at that because if I think about it more, there's gonna be a ton more songs that I'm just gonna be naming off. Okay, like Victory Music by Machine Gun Kelly and also Invincible. Those are 2 of my favorite ones. Like, there's so many, man. But yeah, let's see here. Let's see. What do you want the Bladers name to be for your base, Kimbo? You could just, I don't know. You could just name him Kimbo. It's fine with me. You know what I mean? I'm just honored that like you're even making like an actual like comic for them. It's a total honor, man, for sure. And you have to show me like the sprites and such because I love seeing like other people, like if people do like custom work, like artwork for the sprites of like Hydra and Closidra or Leonis, like those things are sick. Like I totally like incorporate that into like a thumbnail when I do battles with them. Like when I do battles with them, I totally love to do that. You know what I mean? Like I'm an artist and I could draw them myself, but I want to see you guys' works too, and it would be a really sick thing to do for sure. I'd love to. R.I.P. Poison Pegasus. Oh my gosh, yeah. R.I.P. Poison Pegasus got left in this decade. Let's see here. Anyone could agree with me with Nick. I'm not gonna get into that. Man. In episode 40, I think Delta will beat Arthur. What about you? I agree. Definitely see that happening. I want to get into the Bakugan game, but I feel like it's too confusing. I want to have a Hydras, Hydronoid, and Syndius. All of them are Aquas. Do you have any suggestions? It's not that confusing of a game, honestly. If you aren't ready for like the pro stage, which is the card deck stage, the main thing you just need is the Bakugan themselves, the cards with the Bakugan, so you have their V power and the cores that go with the Bakugan. That's how you get started off with. But if you want to get into it, just get card packs. If you want to get into the actual like game, get some card packs. Let's see, a lot of the Bakugan you said seems like they have Evos, and well, like for Hydronoid, it would be Age of Arliss. That would be the Evos for it. Syndius and I think you said Hydrus, like Battle Brawlers and Resurgence, they'd be in, or just get them online or such. But yeah, definitely get some packs, and then you can get some Aquas cards and all that good stuff. Plus, I have a video explaining how to like play the game and such. But yeah, Let's see here. If I moved to New York, would you be my rival or my trainer so me and my bays can be the best? I mean, I'd love to battle other people. You know what I mean? I feel like there's so many people I consider me their rival. It's like Kimbo, I'm gonna destroy you, and like whenever I go to an event, people are just like Kimbo, I'm gonna wreck you with my bay, or pull out Hydra or Leonis or Colchidra, and I'm like Colchidra sleeping in the woods. But I'm like, okay, I'll do a battle because I'm not trying to break someone's bay or anything like that. You know what I mean? I know they're strong bays and such, and I want to just have like fun battles with them. But I want to just go and have fun battles. You know what I mean? Everybody's like, Kimbo, I'm gonna wreck your bay. I'm gonna destroy you, and I'm just like, hi. I want to have fun battles because I don't get to battle that often because I live in the middle of the woods. And some people think I like joke about that. Nah, it's true. Like I live dead serious. I live in the middle of the woods. If you guys haven't seen by like all the skits and all the footage I recorded outside, all the trees and stuff, and I live in a cabin. So yeah, I'm just saying. What are some deck building tips for Bakugan? It all depends on like your Bakugan that you have. So it's all down to that basically. Like if you have like just mono Chaos, you're only using Chaos, use Chaos cards or Aquas or Pyrus, Ventus, the same thing with that. And something that goes with your style, if you're more of a person that wants to get more energy, maybe go for Ventus or something like that. If you're a person that's like more aggressive and such, put a lot of damage cards in there, a lot of V-power cards, a lot of hard-hitting cards put in your deck and such, or yeah. So that's like some of the tips I give. Let's see here. What color your gloves gonna be this year? I'm going to keep that a secret for now, but what I will say is that at midnight Eastern Standard Time, so 12 o'clock in the morning, as soon as it hits Happy New Year here, once it hits 2020 here, I'm going to change the color of my profile pic for YouTube, so the Perseus logo will be changing colors. It's still going to be the Perseus logo. It's always going to be the Perseus logo. It's just going to change colors. It will change to that color at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to mark it down and really, really pay close attention to that, that's when I'm going to change it. And also when I do change it, if I don't put it up tonight, tomorrow I'll put it up, the actual profile pic in the new color. So that way it'll be a full reveal of it. You'll see the gloves in the first video that I make for the new year, So this is the last video with these gloves besides the skits that I'm about to make after this, But yeah, let's see here. How many bays have you broken in 2019? Let me see. Metal Fight bays? Not really. Well, the tips of a few of them are broken. With the skits and such, and I got replacement tips for them. But burst bays that I've broken this year. Not many, I don't believe. Did I break any bays this year? Just thinking about like ones that broke this year, because W2 that wasn't this year. The W2s weren't this year. I2 wasn't this year. I think one, and that was Baldor. I think it was Baldor at the very beginning of this year, and that's it. I've only broken one. I'm really careful about my bays and such. You know what I mean? I don't get lots of days ago because I have a bunch of bays or anything like that. I love all my bays. They're all like my kids, and I take good care of them, and I love them. But yeah. We can all agree that we're all broken a Switch Strike launcher. Yeah, probably. I mean, last year I broke my Hasbro string launcher, which that was a sad day. Now, if we're talking about launchers, I've broken quite a few launchers. A lot of LR launchers, which is sad. But yeah, let's see here. Kimbo, how many bays can you launch? I mean, at one time I could launch a lot. It's just about getting them in there, just like boom. Put another bay on, boom. Another bay on, boom. Like one of the perks of having a string launcher. When Silas comes back in season 5, I want to see a Louis versus Silas rematch. That'll be sick, dude. The main, like with this next season, the main dream battle that I want to see that never happened, that needs to happen if they don't do it with the Walkers. Free versus Shu. That battle never happened. And I really want to see it. I've been waiting throughout the duration since like they introduced the Free, and especially during like the International Bladers Cup or God Bladers Cup. I've been waiting for that battle since then, and I wanted to see it. And then they had Fafnir evolve, and they had Spriggan evolve, and they still didn't face off in Chozy. Like, come on, like really? And then like You know, obviously, Fumi having Fafnir with this season, and I was like, dude, really? We're never going to get this? But with this, with the end game setup, and you see Free and Shoes silhouettes both in that poster, TT, you better have that pedal happen and just make me happy, because the second that happens, you already know your boy's gonna freak out, and I'm gonna have at least like a probably good 200 people trying to hit me up, being like, Kimbo, Free versus Shoe, it happened, it's happening. You go watch it, do it, it's happening. I'll flip out, like I will for sure. That's one of the battles I want to see big time. Who's your favorite person of the decade? That's too hard, man. There's so many people I met this decade and such that I just absolutely love. All Bay tubers, Baku tubers, everybody that I met from all these events. As well as everybody that supports and such. Y'all already know you're the GOATs. You're all amazing. But yeah, I'm guessing the color is going to be red. I will say this, it's not going to be red because red was the color of my gloves last year. So it won't be red. I got a problem. My dog, my parrot, and my pet rooster are called Kimbo. I'm running out of pets to call Kimbo. Oh my gosh, just the fact you're naming them all to me, dude, that hits me. That's me hard for sure. But yeah, I mean, you don't have to name him Kimbo like any more than Kimbo if you don't want to, you know. It's just crazy, dude. This is some serious dedication. Just thank you again so much, Zara. Let's see here. Hey Kimbo, how are you? I'm doing great, man. Let's see here. Is there a Mrs. Kimbo? There's not. I am single. But yeah, hey Kimbo, do you ever play the original Bakugan? I know how to play the original Bakugan pretty well, especially like you know, playing the Wii game. You know, I played the game on the Wii, also the 360. I know how to play it. I've never played the actual game with anyone because nobody's ever like really been into Bakugan big around here like that. You know, it still stands true today. But yeah, let's see here. Let's see here. What are you saying? I have my volume down because it's 1 a.m. right now. Sorry, question marks. Just I'm saying a lot of stuff. Let's see here. Gosh, so many comments. I'm just trying to like scroll and get caught up. The biggest city I've been to in upstate New York was Syracuse, and that was the biggest city. Wait, what was the biggest city you've been to in upstate New York? Well, my college that I used to go to was actually like about an hour away from Syracuse. But yeah, I mean, I've been to Syracuse, like a lot of, I mean, I've been to Buffalo. That's probably one of the biggest ones in the entire state. Obviously, New York City, been to Albany. But yeah, if I can make a bay for myself, I'll make a Thanos bay. Oh gosh, the Infinity Bay, it's going to be like full metal and just have crazy contact points where it'll obliterate any other bay. I'll be like, no, that's just, no. Imagine if Burst ends with Amane becoming champion. I mean, I don't think that would happen, considering I feel like Abane is about to get oofed because how the manga's gone. I feel like he's gonna be the first person that gets really oofed by Gwen, and because just how they hinted at it with the manga, you know, they hinted at they had Dragon and Diabolus both breaking the manga, and it happened. And in the manga also, Ashura gets broken. I know it might be a little bit of a spoiler, but yeah. So I feel like he's gonna get uber oofed with this because Gwen was the one that did it. So, and Gwen getting evil now. I think Ashura getting broken is what's gonna spark this whole thing. Gwen's gonna be basically like the new Fi, like a lot of people are saying, but it's gonna be a crazier level than Fi because Fi only absorbed the power from Hades, you know, his brother's Bay, from Hearts' Bay. But with Gwen, I feel like it's gonna be different. I feel like it's gonna be like he's gonna break Ashura, absorb parts of Ashura, possibly break Apocalypse, get parts of Apocalypse, and even though Master Diabolus is pretty new still with this new Bay, I can imagine maybe breaking Master Diabolus and it gets broken again. And that's how we get the design for Big Bang Genesis, the Bay that's hyped to come out next month, because the top part of it was red. Like, it looked like it had a little part of Diabolus in it because it looked like red and looked like a dragon, kind of like a dragon part. And then the outside part, the way that it's shaped, the wings, the way they go back reminds me a lot of Ashura. So that could be how they implement that. But then you look on the inside and you see the metal on the both sides that like curve like this. Apocalypse. Like that being a part of Apocalypse. So I just see Gwen going further than Fi, and that's a way they can set it up, because usually whoever's evil goes further than the previous evil person. It's like, how could Gwen go further than Fi did? With Louis, it was just like, kind of a break because like it just Storm Spring couldn't handle the power. For the second season, Red Eye started breaking bays. Like he broke Nemesis, he broke Sprig and Requiem, broke the broke the regular reboot on Valkyrie. Um, but yeah, and then it ended with like Valkyrie coming back and winning, obviously. But then with Cho Z, it was when Iga was corrupted by like Fi's power and Achilles was corrupted, broke Valkyrie, and then Fi started breaking bays. Like, he broke Leopard, the Bond's Leopard, broke Z Achilles, Iga's Achilles, broke Dead Hades, broke broke Guys Fafnir, broke Shozi Sprig, and all those bays got broken by Fi. So what could be darker and crazier than that? And absorbing the power obviously of Dead Hades with that. Gwen absorbing the power of multiple bays, putting them into Genesis, and then having more breaks than Fi did. That's the main way they could do it, and that's just like how plot development goes. You know what I mean? That could be maybe the setup for it. But yeah, Happy New Year, Kimbo. Yo, Insta, Happy New Year, man. Definitely. Yeah, obviously, I know you guys have still got time. You guys are like 3 hours behind us, but yeah, because I'm on the East Coast, and right here it's like almost 8. Yeah, 7:51 right now. But yeah, I think for Big Bang Genesis, it would be epic if they do a free spinning ring like on Tornado Wyvern with the tabs for the infinite lock mechanisms so that you have to line up the burst activators double. That would be pretty sick. I mean, regardless, it's going to have the Mugen lock system for sure, the way they're setting it up. But it's going to be, I think it's going to be harder. Well, it's going to be harder to burst than Regalia Genesis for sure. Because out of the two, like Genesis and Apocalypse is definitely the harder one to burst. And they're going to make it probably as hard to burst it as Apocalypse. That's my guess. But also having the hybrid on it too. That's nasty. Just the thought of it, I got shook. Like, nah, man. But yeah. I don't think Fi would team up with the Snake Pit and become evil again. If he comes back, I see him being like an anti-hero like how Delta is right now, because he's got that connection with Hearts, unless they both turn evil, which can't see that much. I could just see him like being kind of an anti-hero, and hopefully Hearts comes back too. Like they're setting up for this to be like an end game, so like Hearts and Fi would definitely need to be in there. Like there's so many battles with this dude. I want to see Delta, like Delta face Fi, Delta face Hearts, Delta face Shu, like Shu and Free, just imagine all these bladers, dude, like all these powerhouse bladers. Maybe somehow, maybe if Gwen actually ends up being good after this, or Arthur ends up being good after this, who knows? Gwen in it again, Arthur in it, Delta, Drum, Iga, Vault, Free, Shu, Louis, Fi, Hearts, dude. Like that's a lot of powerhouse bladers that you need for like an endgame setup. You need those like strong bladers, and just all those dream battles that can happen even with that. That could be the whole plot. Is like these legendary bladers facing off against one another, but bladers that haven't really met each other formally and battling it out. That alone could be like a big time plot, or have it set up like a world tournament type thing like they did before in season 2. Maybe something like that. But regardless, it's gonna be nuts. Is Big Bang Genesis a thing? It is a thing. It's found in the code and such, and it's confirmed to be the next release. But we just haven't seen like big time quality, crazy quality pictures of it. Well, kind of, because it's in like the app. I think people got it from the Beyblade Burst app, the Japanese one, and that's how people have found it. But yeah. Let's see here. We need Extend Dash. We do not need that, Meister. Extend Plus is already ridiculously powerful, and it does not need a dash because that thing would be broken, and everybody, that mom, dad, cat, dog, and pet chicken will be using that thing. It'll be nuts. Does anybody know what happened to Ashton from the Raging Bull Snake Pit? Literally, he drove off in a van. Like, he drove off in a limousine. The way I can imagine this final setup for like the crazy end game setup being, it's got to be a bay that's trying to destroy the entire world. Not just destroying every bay, not just taking out the strongest bays and embarrassing them, destroying the whole freaking world like Nemesis tried to during Metal Fight Beyblade. It has to be that crazy of a setup. I mean, they had that setup during Classic Gen, right? Wasn't it Brooklyn with Zeus? I think that was the name of the bay, Zeus, that tried to like, swallow up the world and like put in like shadow, darkness, and all that good stuff. And then obviously Rago with MFB. So we've got to get that dark with this series. And especially you have all these players coming back. Who else could it be they have to be that powerful in order to stand against these legendary bladers, especially like the likes of Free and Shu and Louis, Vault, Drum, Iga, like all these crazy characters. It's got to be that strong of a blader. But the way I can see this getting set up is similar to how it was with MFB, because Doji came back, he obviously, they're the first season. I'll go into MFB for anybody who doesn't remember. Like, towards the end of it, Ryuga absorbed Doji's power after he lost, after Doji lost to Phoenix, with his wolf, and he was going back, tried to fight. El Drago obliterated it, absorbed his power. He kind of went in a coma, and yeah, Ryuga got stronger, because that's what El Drago did. But then Doji, you fast forwarded 2 seasons, Metal Fury comes back to get revenge. And he's a part of it. He's part of the Nemesis crisis. And he's sitting there taunting Ryuga as he's facing Rago. And then Ryuga gets absolutely obliterated by Nemesis. And that's not me disrespecting Ryuga or anything. Ryuga's a legendary blader, and he was amazing. And nobody could beat him one-on-one besides Rago. Jinga did once, and that was in the first season. Even the second, the third season during the Nemesis crisis, it was kind of a given that Jinga was stronger at the end if they were to face off again. But he also had to use the power of everybody in the world. But you get where I'm going with this. Ashton drove off in a freaking limo. Evel just vanished. And imagine those two whack jobs coming together with a similar purpose. What damage could they do? Especially you find this ultimate blader and they both come back to get revenge. They get revenge on Fi, maybe. They get full out revenge on Shu. Everybody that wronged them. Get revenge on Vault. Who knows who would even be the last man standing at the end of that? Because that way that's set up, it'll be so open-ended, dude. And they could do a lot with that. But yeah, this last season feels like MFB. Kind of does, man. But yeah, let's see. We need Boa. Oh, I definitely could imagine that. Why didn't Takara Tomy give us an extended dash with a Uni Achilles? Because it will be OP. Do you think all these epic bladers are going to be getting new bays? Will we still be having GT chips? Probably not GT chips. That'll be a new system. They switch up the system each time, but they'll definitely have metal in them. They'll weigh more. That's how it goes. They might be a bit bigger, but because they had to evolve from the previous series. You know what I mean? But it'll be a new system, but we're gonna get a lot of returning bays in this system, which I'm really, really glad to see that, because it's gonna give love to everyone. Hopefully. Hey, Kimbo, in one of your Bakugan videos, can you do a shout out to Anthony Caesar and Alex? That would be awesome. I mean, I give small shout outs in the streams. I don't give big time shout outs like that. Because I didn't get big asking for shout outs or anything like that. I just grinded. I worked hard, put out the videos and stuff like that. I give shout outs and such if it's in streams like this or such. But yeah, you know what I mean. Let's see here. I think this last season is going to have some legendary bladers like the MFB series. I can imagine them being on that level for sure. I would love to see if we get legendary bladers season 5 based on the elements of Beyblade: Fire, Water, Wind, Earth, Thunder, Ice. That'll be epic. There's gonna be a ton for sure. If you want to add anyone old to the comic, who? I mean, if you're gonna make the comic, you should do it on some other legendary bays as well. From other YouTubers, you know what I mean? I know Jake just recently got his new Nitro. I think it's Nuclear Nitro, he named it. You can implement that or incorporate his other Nitro and Nitro Proto, and also Delta. You can put Escanor in there, Wind Cygnus, a bunch of different bays you could put in that series. That'll be really, really sick, dude. That'll be kind of sick seeing a comic on just all of the bays, 3D printed bays that have been known about thus far, and also channels that are smaller and such with awesome awesome bays. I know Maximum has his V8. I know that there's the Ares. I think it's Blazing Ares. That's one, but yeah, just a ton of bays out there, man. Who was the world champion in the God series? I think Free was, because he didn't have the belt like Vault and Iga did. At the beginning of Evolution or God, Free was the #1 blader. At the very end of it, with the International Bladers Cup ending, that's what sets up for the plot for the 3rd season and Vault. So Vault was the champion at the very end of it because he managed to beat Shu, but who's your favorite protagonist from the Beyblade series as a whole? That is difficult, man. That's so hard. That's so hard because there's so many. Tyson just being that carefree, just chill dude that ate a lot of food. Jinga being really similar, but also having a lot of power and such, and all about the Bay spirit. Zero being the same sort of thing as Jinga, except just seasons later. You know what I mean? And obviously having a flaming bay rather than a chill soaring Pegasus. And then Vault with his Valkyrie. Iga with Achilles, and then Drum with Dragon. It's so hard to pick it, honestly, because like I just love how all their personalities are, and how Vault was just that blader that always was smiling and always goofy, but also got in the zone at points. Iga being that full out serious blader that just wants to get stronger and such, but learned from his mistakes and not focusing on winning as much, and then Drum being kind of a mix of Vault and Iga because he gets super intense like how Iga does, but also is the goofy and carefree and fun like how Vault is, But yeah. But let's see here. Last time remembering the shout out was the Darak. I want to see Silas become a legendary blader. Silas will be in this next series, like Cisco for sure. Like Free was the champion god, he just didn't have the belt. Yeah. Does JoJo do Beyblade hunting with you still? Well, I'm in New York and I'm not out in California anymore. That was during the trip and such. If I go back, I mean, when I go back, I definitely want to go back. Definitely do more collabs and such for sure. Since all Bladers are coming back, do you think we'll get any completely new bays and Bladers? Probably. They'll probably throw a few in there just to be like, who the heck is this character? Because that's obviously we're going to be hype about these characters coming back with new bays, but then they can sprinkle in a few new Bladers and such. And then obviously, like, whoever's going to be the main antagonist of the season is going to be a boss, and it's going to be pretty wild to see how that's going to be. But yeah, how is Shu going to return because his voice actor left? Maybe they find a new voice actor or such, but it's a given. Shu's in that silhouette. He's definitely in that silhouette, and that's like a legit poster for it. Like a lot of people made videos on it, and that's a confirmed poster. But yeah. Most OP parts 2019: Extend Plus, Outer, Perfect Phoenix, The Rooster, Judgment, and Lord. Yeah, they're all really good. Here in Brazil, there are still 2 hours left. Yep, you're right before the new year as well. Gotta go. Happy New Year, Kimbo. Thanks so much, Galaxy. Definitely appreciate it. But yeah, guys. Got out like a lot of the things I wanted to say. If there's any last questions you guys have, let me know, because I'm going to start filming skits soon, because like this also is taking some of my battery away, and I don't want it to like completely die before I have to make skits, because that wouldn't be good. But yeah, let's see. Wouldn't it be amazing to be a voice actor in the new Beyblade Burst season? Would you like to be a villain? I mean, either role. I mean, that would be sick. Being able to do like that full out hero voice, like my partner, like, just imagining it with like Hydra, like in the context of it, like, Hydra, we've got this. We can win this battle. He may be a strong foe, but there's no way that we're going to lose. Let's go in and do this. Or if it's like Hydra while being possessed, it's like Hydra. Time to end these games. Let's show them your true power. That sort of thing. Or if it's Leonis, obviously, like, this is the Bay of Light. This is my Leonis. Went through so much struggle, so much heartbreak and everything. And the positivity of the light of Leonis has helped guide me through this. And I know we can win this battle. Let's go. Or like, going in with Kolshidra. Oh man, that would get dark, because it would be like, just gotta get in the zone of like imagining like Kolshidra vibes. All the struggle I've been through, everything that's happened. There's not a single person that would defeat this Bay Balls Kolshidra. All of the rage, all the pent up anger, all the fire in my soul will be unleashed with this Bay. And then just getting into it, just that type of setup. You know what I mean? It would depend on the context of like, what Bay. But yeah, can you make a GT Hydra? For now, I don't know if I'd evolve any of them. I mean, it's not out of the question, but just for right now, we'll see how things go with the skits, because, like the skits to the skits, and maybe the skits will inspire me so much that they actually get, that they might get upgrades or such. But time will tell with that one. But yeah. But let's see here. I see another tournament in season 5. I would not mind another tournament. It's the fact is, like, we're getting a 5th season. This is something that does not normally happen, is we are getting a 5th season with this series, and that's really, really hype, and I'm super excited about it, man. It's not often a series gets 5 seasons, but it's just that popular to where we're getting a 5th season with Burst. Maybe if it's that popular still even after this one, maybe they'll do a 6th. I don't know, man, but we're at least getting a 5th. But this could be the last one, so we gotta appreciate things, you know. We gotta appreciate what TT's doing because they're killing it with Beyblade. They're doing an amazing job, and hands down, season 5 is gonna be nuts. It's gonna be really, really crazy seeing all these bays coming back, all these bladers coming back with new attires and such. A lot of them growing up and such, you know, being a bit older, and how the new bay designs are gonna look. Because all these older bays getting this version, like this new version, that's nuts, man. Wow, I love your voice acting. I've been thinking of making a Beyblade Burst comic that's a bit more serious and with bladers that are of an older age. Would you like to be a part of it? I mean, that would be cool. It's also like I do work a lot and such too. So like, you know, working around schedules, it's like kind of tough. But I mean, it's something that'll be cool. I mean, I'd love to like voice act and such. You know, I love doing it with the skits, you know, like with my own skit series. You know, I mean, I personally made this voice for Bull and it's pretty awesome. Yeah. I think I do a pretty good job with it because this is how the first Bull's voice used to be. And then now having the kids, you know, their voices being like this. Kind of girly voices. You know, I am a dude, but it's kind of hard. But I have voice acted. Or I could do a really serious voice, like, you know, how I do with Nemesis or the Oracle or the Cyborg Dark Dragon. You know, all that good stuff. But yeah, let's see here. You sound like Elmo when you hit puberty. No offense. It's fine, man. You know, like I said, I've got you can't tell I have a really deep voice. So like trying to do like actual girly voices is kind of tough and challenging, but at least I'm able to do it like decently. I mean, sound like Elmo. That's better than not sounding like a girl at all. So, you know, TT should make an African Burst character in season 5. I really want to see that, dude. I mean, we got that kind of with Laban, but like an actual like, well, you know, something like how Laban was. That'll be cool. Imagine they bring him back and he has a new leopard, dude. They could just there's so many characters they can bring back. How many they're gonna bring, I don't know, man. If it's just gonna be those certain bladers shown in the poster, if it's gonna be literally everyone. I hope it's everyone, but also there'll be a lot of releases. So time will tell. Time will tell with that one. And if it is everyone, y'all better get ready because our wallets are all gonna be destroyed bad. But yeah. Season 5 has many hype battles and possibilities with the characters for sure, man. DeAndre, it's gonna be crazy. What's up, Fairway Apple? If I were to be in any series, I would either be an anti-hero or villain role. I'd love to be an anti-hero, just that like badass character that goes in. That'll be sick. I can't believe Super Smash Bros. Ultimate announcer voice Heijin. I believe it. I heard something about that, but yeah, that's sick though. But yeah, if you guys have any last questions, feel free to ask them, and then I'll answer them real quick. I'll end this off in a little bit because I gotta let my phone charge. You know, so I can make the skits for you guys. And like I said, if they're not out tonight, they'll be out tomorrow. But yeah, because it takes a lot to make the skits. That skit that you saw recently, the most recent one, I actually recorded that way earlier today. I woke up and then I was like, we're making a skit, like New Year's Eve skit, at least this one. And I went outside and recorded that. It was freezing out because there's a snowstorm that hit here, and I recorded it right as it started. So it's freezing, but you know, managed to get it out for you guys. But yeah, I don't think I put out a skit that fast in a bit. But yeah, is there any set date for the first Burst skit? Probably the latest, I'd say probably March. March will be like when the Burst skits really, really happen because, you know, got to finish off these skits. And then also just it gives me time to get some of the releases and stuff out of the way. And plus I can solidify the ideas that I've had that much more in my head a bit longer. But it'll be around then, you know, probably going to be like early March when I really get into it because, you know, it also pays homage to the skits because like this 0G skit series began in March. So it'll probably be like the same thing because like, you know, how the new series comes out like March, April. It'll be the same sort of thing. So, yeah, but 2020, hands down, is happening. It's already confirmed. And now I just got to go and finish these MFB skits, you know, the 0G skits. But I hope you guys enjoy them because I'm going to, like, 100 episodes with this, and it's not easy making 100 episodes of a series. I made 200 for the first skit series, which is basically like season 5 of MFB in my own world, and then the Zero G skit series, which is basically like season 6 of MFB and the true finale of it in my own world with the Zero G bays, and that's gonna probably go to episode 100, and I just put out episode 90. So you do the math. That's how many episodes I'm aiming for having left. But yeah, dude. So it'll be done soon, and then burst skits will be on the way. But yeah, all my money is gonna be done from buying season 5 bays already. I know that's gonna be the same way for me too, man, for sure. What do you think about the whole lead thing and the fake Beyblades? I explained this earlier. I kind of don't want to go back into it. It's just like they're dangerous for you. Don't get them, because not trying to have anybody, like anything bad happen to anyone. You know what I mean? I know it's a cheaper option and such. And yeah, I might have some in my collection, but obviously I'm careful about that and I'm aware of that, but not promoting getting them. I might have gotten hype and such before saying like, oh, this bay's really cool. But yeah, now it's been confirmed. Don't get the fake bays. You already know, and apologize. I apologize for saying like, go and get these bays and such, they're dangerous and such, but yeah, if you do, I guess it's at your own risk, you know what I mean? But yeah, just leave that to like the big Baytubers or such, or anybody who has them, but I don't recommend going and getting them, because since now they've been confirmed to be dangerous, just save up for the actual ones. I know they're expensive and such. Trust me, I know, and it sucks, especially if, I don't know if they'll do it, but if they make it where like a lot of the bays next season have electronic drivers, I don't know if they will, but if they do, like, they're going to be really, really expensive. But regardless, just stick with the authentic stuff, like Hasbro, TT, Bay. Stick with those. But let's see here. After the last series of Beyblade, what will happen to your channel? There won't be any new releases or episodes, so what will I do? My burst skits are going to go for a long, long time, because obviously when releases and such stop, that doesn't stop your boy. Metal Fight Beyblade ended back in 2013, technically in Japan in 2014, the very end of 2014. Here in the US, that's when it ended. Your boy did the first series of MFB. I made my own skit series. I made some skits in 2014, 2015, 2014 when it was starting to end. That's when I started doing some of my skits. And I continued my first skit series. I started the whole entire series in 2015 and incorporated those past skits into it, and that's what led to the whole entire big series with it. I didn't finish that series until the very end, literally like the very end of 2017. I know people have seen that, remember that. And then I started my burst skit series, 2018, March of 2018. That's when I started it. And I've been doing this burst skit series, well, not burst skit series, the Zero G skit series. I've been doing this for a year and 9 months it would be now. So yeah, almost 2 years with just this series. And that's just the Zero G stuff and some other bays that have been incorporated with it. You already know that I'm going to be making a lot of burst skits because my burst collection is pretty huge. And I use in my skits every single bay that is not an anime bay. You know what I mean? The fakes, I don't know about that one. I don't know if I'll use those. I might just like put those out to the side, even though there are some in my big 5, and might do some battles in order to get those out of there. But yeah, time will tell with that one. And like I said, not promoting them or anything with that. Leave that to the skits. Leave what happens with the skits to the skits and such. If there are those bays being used a little bit, leave it to that. I don't know if I'd say trained professional, because been doing this for a long time, obviously being safe and such about it when using those bays. But yeah, there's a lot of bays that I have to use for the burst skits. So hands down, it's gonna be going at least like 2 and 3, 2-3 years of burst skits. So even if it ends in like 2021, I know I'll be making the skits. I'll probably be making skits in like the year 2022. You already know. But yeah, and also like doing Bakugan content. So yeah, that's what I do. Those are the 2 things I do on my channel. So yeah. So y'all ain't got nothing to worry about. I'll be making content for a long time. If I get paid for it or not, I'm still be making content for you guys. Because I love what I do, and it might be harder to keep up, but not gonna go anywhere. I know people don't like Hasbro bays, but that's your only way to afford bays. Yeah, go with what you got, man. Definitely. I want to meet you. Yo, Baku Boy, it'd be cool to meet you. Like, at any of the big events you go there. I'm trying to go to some of the big events that are happening this next year. None of them have been confirmed or anything right now. But I'm trying to go to big events this next year, you know, I'm trying to go to more trips and such for sure. I can't believe you don't have rapid comments. I mean, there's no big thing. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't, and I'm just glad because I can actually read the comments and answer them. Gotta go. Happy New Year, Kimbo, as always. It's the final countdown. Yeah, for sure, Meister. Thanks so much for coming out, man. And it was great meeting you this year, for sure, dude. Is Gwen a girl or a boy? Gwen's a boy. I wanted Gwen to be a chick. If Gwen was a chick, this probably would have been my favorite series because we would have had a full-out evil antagonist. That's a chick. No, I've been sick. That's one thing I always wanted, but Gwen's a boy. And I was like, wah, WXY. I want to see you so bad. Let's see. Do you have a fan public Discord server? I do have a Discord server. Anybody who's in it can link it in the comments and such, but I do have one. Do you think you can make a Beyblade series that has you in it, similar to Illinois in real life series? I mean, all my series have actually had me in them, just in the form of certain bays. And that's how I've done it usually. I usually make a combo that, like, you know, represents me big time. And the case still stands true for the burst skits, because I definitely want to make a combo, like, you know, that has my will in it and such. But yeah. Or make maybe like one or two bays, like, you know, where that's centered. But yeah, you know, you'll see it. I'm just subtle about it because I like people guessing and such. I've already said who it was in the first series. And this series, I think it's kind of obvious at this point. If you've been paying attention, you could probably tell which bay it is. And it might surprise you, you know, especially with this final arc. But yeah, it'll be the same thing for Burst. Let's see here. I haven't been here in at least a year. Well, Traps, welcome back, man. Can you do Rise stuff in the Burst skits? As long as there are Rise bays that aren't like anime ones that I could use. I mean, I had Bushin Ashindra try out for Crimson Knights, and it's on the Crimson Knights team because the red one's like a recolor of it, and I use that one. Just depends on what they put out, you know. Show me your favorite Bakugan, please. I'd have to dig through a bunch of stuff to get Helios. But yeah. Oh wait, where do I have it over here? I might, because I had it during my wait. Maybe it's in my pocket. Did I put it back in the container? I might have. Oh, well, I got Ventus Hydronoid in my pocket right now. Well, you know, there's, yeah, Ventus Hydronoid right there. Yeah. Oh, I do. I didn't think I was okay. My favorite, well, you know, one of my two favorites, Helios MK2. It's my boy. Yeah, it's a really, really awesome Bakugan. I won't open it, but yeah, you know, it's my favorite Bakugan from the first gen. Can you please do more 0G battles? Angel, I'm just gonna give the boy face because I got a whole skit series on it that I've been working on. So I'm just gonna give the boy face, just boy. You know, just go check out the series. Make a series where you do Bakugan trick shots. I mean, I know a lot of other people do trick shots. I don't know, like maybe I could, but yeah. I meant to say you as a character, I'd really love to see you do some acting. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like I said, it's been me still, but just another people. Like, you know, Bull, I'll say this, Bull in the first season was actually your boy. Going from being the worst Bay to the greatest Beyblade ever. And then also putting in like my will and determination and such. And some aspects with it, you know, because having a family and a bunch of other things, a lot of different deep routed things, you know, like, yeah. But yeah, what would you do if you woke up one day and found out you had hit 500,000 subscribers? I would flip out bad. I'd be like, how? What? Like legit. Let's see here. You showed me to Bakugan. Now I love Bakugan. Yo, Baku boys, I'm glad. What Beyblade series is your favorite? That's so hard, man. That's tough. That's really, really tough. What Beyblade series would be my favorite? I mean, I love them all for different reasons. Like, you know, I didn't get much of the Plastic Gen because I was way, way younger at that point, and I was also in Yu-Gi-Oh! But Metal Fight, obviously, if I could talk, the nostalgia and the Bay spinning for a really, really long time and all those big hits, pretty wild. And that's why I'm going to be doing battles in the giant stadium, the giant sled, red Tomato Colossus Stadium, you know, the big sled one. That's the last thing I have planned after the skits. So, yeah, and that'll be it for MFB. But that's the last thing. And then obviously burst, just the burst factor and how intense the battles get for sure. Love it. Um, let's see here. Spin Master asked, would you cameo in a dubbed episode of Bakugan? Dude, I would ball if they asked me to do that, and I'd love to. Like legit. But yeah. You should get Viper Hydrax from Burst Rise with the double pack and the burst skits. I do have Viper Hydrax, but it's like I only have one of it, so that's gonna be in with like the stock Hasbro base. If they put out another Hydrax or such, or I managed to get one somehow, some way, I totally make a combo with it. My rarest Bakugan. Oh no. I mean, I got a few rare Bakugan. I mean, I got a few that are really rare, like, the single-headed Hydronoid, like the darkest one, and the Pyrus one, and also Elizoid, and a few other ones, But yeah, also like Sprazer, that's another rare one. Buzz Hornix, another one. But yeah. Hey, Kimbo, I hope life is going well for you, and I hope it gets even better all throughout the next decade. You're still working hard as ever. Massive respect to you, Kimbo. Yeah, of course, Overhauled. That's my boy Overhauled. But yeah, man, and you're doing really well too. It just makes me happy seeing how many people are putting in that work and just being awesome in general. You know what I mean? And this next decade, you already know I'm gonna be putting in a lot of work. But yeah, I'm gonna comment on all your vids and I tell your haters to draw a pic of me dabbing on them. I'm dead. But yeah, I mean, everybody gets haters or such, no matter who they are, and you can be the nicest person ever, and it just happens. But I focus on those that like support and such, because I love all y'all and all the people that support me as much as I love them. You know what I mean? And just going through enough things in life, you know what I mean? There are people that hate, even if they're like the closest people to you. Some could even be your family. But yeah, it's about just like focusing on the positive things. And yeah, that's the main thing I gotta say. Imagine if Vault cries when he loses a battle. I mean, he did before he did when he lost the battle to Louis at the very end. But yeah, I'm back, Kimbo. Guess what battle I'm doing? Free versus Shu. Nice. Happy New Year. Yeah, Happy New Year, Overhaul. I'm Brazilian. Your name's Olo. Well, Olo, that's really sick. I love your skits. I bet Burst will be awesome, and I'm wondering how you're gonna do the voices. I'll think of some other voices. You already know. And I say this, it's like a kind of stereotypical thing for the skits. There's always a bull voice. So you already know there's gonna be a bull voice in the skits. And you'll see it. But yeah, that's one thing I can say. Do you think you have let's see, do you think you have Japanese, Malaysian, Indian, and African viewers? I might. It baffles me how broad like the demographic is, like how many people are from different areas, and it just baffles me and blows my mind for sure. But yeah, guys, let's see here. Would you ever have a guest voice actor in your burst skits? I don't know, because it would be too hard, because I'd be making a skit and then I'd be like, are you free? Or they might not be free in scheduling and stuff. So yeah, I'd probably just stick with it myself. But yeah. Yo, Kimbo, it's me, Sam, SAM. Yo, what's up, man? How's it going? Happy New Year's. My dog just passed away. Oh, Wabaku Bay. I'm sorry, Wabaku Boy. I'm sorry about that. Prayers for you. I'm betting if you have Ogro 5, you would do bull voice for it. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not doing the bull voice for that. If anything, I'm gonna do a bull voice for Minoboros. But yeah, because the bull, or a bull. Only a bull could have the bull voice. You already know. What are your favorite Bakugan to battle with, and what Bakugan do you like from the show? My favorite are Winton's Bakugan. My favorite to battle with. I mean, my favorite attributed Bakugan, I'm like a Darkest Arliss Brawler, but I also like Pyrus a lot too. But yeah. And favorite ones, I mean, my favorite cores are Hydronoid, Nilius, and Phaedrus. Those are my 3 favorites. And for Ultra Bakugan, at least this is for the first series, the cores and this. But yeah, and Sam just messaged me. It's funny. But my favorite Ultras: Webum, Garganoid, Hydronoid, Phaedrus, Ultra. Yeah. But yeah. Anyways, let's see here. Ultra Bakugan beasts. Yeah, they are beasts for sure. But yeah, guys, I guess I'm gonna end off the stream. Because it's been going for an hour and a half, and I gotta charge this up, before making these skits. But yeah, theory: Fire returns and breaks Regalia Genesis and uses it to make Big Bang Genesis. Nah, it would be a Phoenix if he did that. It would be a Phoenix. That's just how it goes. You know what I mean? But yeah. But anyways, guys, gotta end off this stream. The last time you guys will see these purple gloves, besides the skits that I'm gonna make, besides this tournament that I'm gonna do. But yeah, man. Hope you guys enjoy it. Hope you guys enjoy see these gloves. The next time that I do a stream or such, and the next battles I do will be with the next color gloves. I almost said what color they were. I'm gonna keep that as a surprise. But like I said, just check out the channel, logo. Like I said, at 12 o'clock a.m. When it hits the new year, I'm switching it, and then I'll post it up. So you guys will know what color it is, and that'll be the big reveal for it in a few hours. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to slice that like button down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to my channel, definitely be sure to subscribe for some epic content, because I upload daily, and that's going to still stand true in 2020. I might take a few days off to just like rest and such, because I put out a lot, and sometimes I need my sleep and just to like step back a little bit. We all do, even with something that we love to do. But yeah, if you haven't already, be sure to ring that bell by my channel name to be notified whenever I upload a video. Like I said, no matter what happens, your boy's still going to be here making the content and such. Might be a bit harder, but not going anywhere, because like I said, I love doing this for you guys, and it literally keeps me sane. So yeah, guys, till next time, it is your boy Kimbo signing off from 2019. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. Until then, stay awesome and cool shoot and let it rip, or Abakugan, bro! The purple gloves and I are out of here.